to another video on the Marriage Sherpa YouTube channel. This week, I have something kind of fun that I'm a little excited to do and is kind of out of the norm of the videos that I have been doing, but I'm really excited to do this. In case you're living under a rock, this week is Valentine's Day. And I thought it would be fun to go over some of my do's and don'ts for couples for Valentine's Day. So that is what this video is going to be about. So this video I recorded last week because I am actually out of the country right now, which is another fun video that we can look forward to that I will be posting at the end of this month. So keep your eyes out for that. It is going to be awesome and nothing like any of these other videos. So make sure you pay attention for when that comes up on your feed. Okay, so let's get to this. Valentine's Day. So when we're young, when we're in love, we're dating, we're engaged, we basically put all of our eggs in one Valentine's Day basket, don't we? We assume that this is going to be the most lovey, romantic day of the year, and for some of us, that turns out to be true, but for a lot of us, not so much. It's just another day of being a person with our person, okay? So I thought I would put together a list of do's and don'ts to help y'all get through this. So let's start with the don'ts. Number one, don't put too much pressure on this day. You guys, it is one day out of 365 or 4 days out of the year, okay? So this day does not have to be anything more or anything less than you want it to be. Just the basic premise is don't put pressure on it. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, and it's gonna be okay. So this means don't think that you have to come up with elaborate plans or the perfect gift or everything that day has to be perfect and romantic and lovey and schmoozey and kissy and touchy. It doesn't have to be if that's what you don't want it to be. I think we put too much pressure on this day because of how commercialized it is, but I'm here to tell you, it doesn't have to be that way. Oh, and also, if you're single and watching this or dating, don't expect a proposal, okay? You are setting yourself up for a monumental failure if he hasn't even thought about it. So, just FYI, don't put pressure on this day that he's gonna put a ring on it, okay? Cool. All right, number 2. Don't let this one day of the year define your entire relationship. So this kind of goes with the whole don't put pressure on this day. If he is not living up to the expectations of he booked a romantic dinner, he bought you an expensive gift, he rented a limo to pick you up, it doesn't mean that defines your guys' whole relationship. This is just one day out of the year that is about your relationship. You have to take into consideration all the other days and keep reminding yourself of all the great stuff that make you guys the couple that you are. So don't let Valentine's Day define your relationship. Number 3, don't expect the other person to do all the planning. So whether you're expecting him to do it all or he's expecting you to do it all, why not do it together? It doesn't need to be a surprise. It doesn't need to be this grand gesture. You guys can plan it together. If there's something you really want to do on that day, speak up or plan it. It's not that hard. Number 4. I put 3 up. Number 4. This is for guys. Do not, and I repeat, do not buy her any sort of appliance. I don't think I need to say much more than that. Just don't do it on this day. If you want to buy her a nice new stove or dishwasher or even a vacuum cleaner, pick another day, not today. And number 5, don't feel bad if you want to skip or if you want to celebrate on a different day. This doesn't have to be the day that you do all of that romantic stuff on. If you're busy, if you're working, if you have kids and you can't get a babysitter, just pick a different day. February 14th is not the only day that you can do Valentine's Day on. And if you want to skip it all together because you're just not into it, cool, do that too. Totally acceptable. All right, so those were the don'ts. Now we're moving on to the do's. So I came up with 5 do's, 5 don'ts. So now we're gonna get into the do's. And the more you say the do's, weirder it sounds. Number 1, do make time to connect with your partner during this day. Even if you're separated, do a phone call or a quick text check-in, but make sure that you're taking time to at least connect with your partner and invest in them a little bit. Even if it's 5 to 10 minutes, you'll thank me later. Number 2, if you are gonna do gifts, think outside the box. Again, like I said earlier, it doesn't have to be an expensive, extravagant gift. You can write her a poem, or you can cook her favorite dinner for her. Ladies, you can go out and buy something sexy to wear under your clothes that day that you get to surprise him with at the end of the day. Or you can go buy his favorite beer and a cigar and invite one of his buds over for a quick, like, bro hang before you go out to dinner. I don't know, just be creative. Think about them and their wants and their desires before you think about what you might be getting or what you want. This goes for any gift giving. All right, number 3. And this is helpful in advance to Valentine's Day. Okay, so like right now, like when you're watching this, go do this afterwards. Communicate realistically about the expectations and how you may or may not want to celebrate. So basically sitting down with your partner and being like, what do we feel like doing? Do we feel like going out to dinner? Should we make dinner in? Communicate realistic expectations. That way, nobody's disappointed and nobody's let down. Number 4. Compromise on plans and be flexible. Again, like I said earlier, if you can't find a babysitter, that's fine. Do some fun date night in or pick a different day to celebrate. It's not that big of a deal. If we can just be flexible and compromise, it'll go a long way and it won't ruin that loving feeling. Number 5, the last one, at the very least, and I'm talking minimal, very least, wish them a happy Valentine's Day. And this falls into the realm of, don't forget it's Valentine's Day. Then that's all you have to do. Just say, babe, happy Valentine's Day. Even if that's the only thing you do all day, it'll go a long way. I promise you. So that is it for my do's and don'ts. I hope you guys have a great week, and I cannot wait for you guys to see the last 2 videos that I have planned for this month. They'll be fun. They're exciting. And like I said, one is going to be totally different format than anything I've done thus far, so I hope you guys really enjoy it. I haven't been really saying this, but we do have an Instagram account, so go follow it. I will leave a link in the About section, I think that's what it's called, down below, so you can go follow us over there. We try and post at least once during the work week, and yeah, it's just kind of fun. So yeah. That's it. I hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day, no matter how you celebrate it, with whom you celebrate it. Put your own spin on it and have fun with it. It's just one day. So, yeah. All right. Bye, guys.